No, when I was going through all my books and stuff, I think I came across the first Marvel Zombies, and I didn't realize that Robert Kirkman wrote it.
Yeah.
It's the zombie guy.
Yes, and the first Marvel Zombies was the best one
Superb.
out of all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of the other ones were good too. There were some that weren't so good, but I mean, you do a bunch of miniseries, they're not all going to be great.
Yeah, and the Arthur Swidam covers were awesome. Those are really good.
Yeah, his cover art is fantastic, especially for horror stuff.
Yeah, and they did all those tribute sort of versions of key covers, Marvel covers. Very good.
The Marvel Zombies versus Ash was really good too.
I missed that one.
Yep. So Ash is now killing zombies and stuff, and they had a giant Howard the Duck that ate them.
Wow, I missed out.
No, they just came back in time and came back in again, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, they may have it in a trade now, but in a compilation trade, because a lot of those original trades are all out of print now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Marvel. I think it was Marvel Zombies versus Ash, and that's what it was called. Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yep.
Good luck.
And because I mean, at the time, the Ash comic was decent at that time too. But yeah, this one here I did not like this new Marvel Zombies.
So bad.
Yeah.
It's written bad, drawn bad.
But I also believe it's an all age book too. So they've had to dumb it down too.
Yep.
So in that sense, I get why it's not what we're expecting of. I believe do you have it in here? Mike, it has been confirmed that it is an all age book.
Okay.
From Buff.
Yeah, Buff confirmed it.
Okay.
Nice job, Buff.
So don't hold it against them for the next one that comes out. It's you just got to check to make sure it's not an all age book.
Well, what that means then is they're not giving us enough Marvel Zombies books.
Right.
Yeah. We need the adult version.
But you remember a time not too long ago,
Not too long ago.
40 years maybe, when everything was under the comic code.
Yep.
So technically the books were for all ages. Everyone could read them. You weren't talked down as an adult reading it. You weren't being talked down to. Like, I mean, you didn't say, "Well, this is stupid," but as a kid, it wasn't too graphic. How could they do that? But they can't make this Marvel Zombies book good. Because it's all ages. I mean, did you have to? Have we got to a point where we have to dumb it down that bad now for all ages? It can't be handled.
Well, you could argue that a lot of the DC superhero stuff, in the '60s and '70s, in the '60s was really dumbed down.
Oh.
And that's why Marvel took off. Because because compared to DC, the Marvel stuff is written for like a sort of sharp, intelligent kid. Where, DC was still writing for like an 8-year-old, so, or maybe younger. I don't know.
Oh yeah, but the fact is, Marvel figured it out how to write a book for all ages and make it that all ages can read it, understand it, and it's not too above the head of the younger, but it doesn't make us feel like, we're watching a, we're watching a. It's like we're watching a 4-year-old cartoon, watching Bluey. It's like we're not reading Bluey. Sorry, Ross. Yeah,
don't pick on Bluey.
Yeah,
you're gonna bum
and I think that's the whole reason why I've never been a big DC fan, just in general. Because in the '70s, reading DC, it was like watching the Electric Company. You're reading you were reading Sesame Street. It's And then when you picked up a Marvel book, I was like, wow, this is much more intense, much more better. And I think that's just growing up of why I was never a huge DC fan of books. I mean, I thought Batman, even when I was a kid, I liked some Batman and stuff, but you get the occasional Superman or Flash or whatever, but it was the same kind of stuff all the time. So as you grew up, even now, I have to admit that some of the DC stuff has gotten better than how bad I was ragging on it a couple years ago. But I have no interest, like I have no loyalty to really many of the characters in DC. That I think I grew up and just they were goofy when I grew up. They're not as goofy now, but the other ones weren't, and so I don't think my loyalty is to DC. So even a Flash character, Wally West is my favorite Flash, but even Wally Westbrook, in the end, I still don't really care. You know, it's I care more about Peter Parker and the Fantastic Fours and whatnot than I do with thank you. Than I do with any of the DC characters.
The big turning point for me was when Neil Adams went to Batman with Denny O'Neil, and they started cranking out like relatively adult written stuff that was super well drawn, well paced, everything. And it was like, to me that was the real deal. That gave me hope.
I mean, that gave you hope, but then you went and picked up Green Lantern or something. It was just goofy. Sure. It's which is like, well, you've got it right here with Batman. What about some of these other characters?
Well, at some point, I think DC told Gil Kane, go ahead and draw Green Lantern as if Jack Kirby was doing it, and do it that way. And I think there were some good. You were starting to see stuff, break, in the Marvel direction at DC.
Yeah.
Not everything, not all at once, but enough of a crack in the dam to make you think that it's going to change.
For me, like when I was a kid in the 70s, the DC stuff I was enjoying was their war books, some of their horror books, and like even their Western books. Jonah Hex, Scalp Hunter, all those guys. I like that stuff a lot, and I don't think Marvel has done a war book better than any of the DC books. So if I was to say superheroes, I think Marvel has done them much better. I think the characters are better, but you take any of their war stuff, any of their Western stuff, DC by far had made better books for them. It's so like as a kid, I'd buy The Unknown Soldier, I'd buy Our Army at War, or at that time Sergeant Rock, or and Jonah Hex, and whatever was their House of Mystery, or whatever their horror stuff was going on at that time. I thought it was fabulous. I didn't really like Marvel's versions of their stuff.
Yeah, I also liked Strange Adventures and Mystery in Space.
Yeah, that wasn't for me.
Particularly the Adam Strange series.
Yeah.
I thought that was fairly complicated. It wasn't too simplified.
No.
And some of the art on it was great. Infantino, inked by Murphy Anderson, the best you could get.
Yeah.
At that time.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I was. I wasn't as much of the sci-fi stuff at that time. And I'm still not a huge fan of Adam Strange. I like him once in a while. I could read a mini-series of him, and or if he comes in, he shows up in a book for a little while. It's good, but just an ongoing series or a series, I don't like him. I don't like him enough. But back then, I didn't really care for it when I was a kid. I wasn't really into into a lot of the sci-fi stuff.
Oh, he had the romance thing going with Alana.
Yeah, she was on Earth, right?
No, she was on the planet Rand.
She was on the other one. He had to come down to Earth.
He'd teleport there. He'd save Rand from being destroyed by the menace of the month, whatever that was, and then he'd get ready to smooch with her, and he'd start to fade, and he'd teleport back to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, your woman's
and
on.
you could count on that at the end of every issue.
Yep. So yeah, I was never into that. I was never into like even like the Doom Patrol or not the Legion of Superheroes. That wasn't my thing either. the guys, the Metal Men. Like Metal Men wasn't something that was not something I was ever interested in.
Yeah, I liked Blackhawk, but it was like if you read one, you read them all.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
didn't. You know, I'd just keep an eye open for the War Wheel to appear, and then
Right,
I'd
yeah.
buy those issues. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blackhawk was never my favorite. Was never my favorite. Was not my favorite either. But yeah, so that's where DC superheroes just didn't do it for me as a kid, and I just never related. Even as I got into an adult, I read a lot. I mean, until a few years ago, I was reading 50 books a week. But so I'd still read a bunch of DC stuff. But even when I was collecting before I opened up the shop, it was a few DC books, and everything else was Marvel and independent stuff, because I just didn't care. I didn't care about the characters. I mean, you could write a great story, but in the end, if you still don't care, then how good is the story? How is it good? Like, if you're like, hey, I don't care if this guy wins or loses. This is if he dies tomorrow and they cancel it, I don't care. You know, it's
Yeah, Superman was like so tedious because they'd give him these sort of like really sort of minor challenges, and he'd never really be sweating it. He'd never have to worry about failing or screwing up. He was sort of like a public utility. You know, they have to, oh gee, the dam's overflowing, get Superman in here to fix it. You know, and it was always too easy because he was so overpowered. You know.
Yeah, I liked him. I really started liking him later on. The whole Doomsday, that stuff. Dan Jurgens writing Superman, I thought was some of the best Superman they had.
But the 50s and the late 50s, early 60s stuff.
No.
I was reading the only other thing I liked about it was Bizarro.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from the Comic Book Palace.
I said, geez, John, and he's the only one working. I go, hey, do you get paid by the customer? You get paid by the customer. You're not making any money, are you? And you see him, not in the mood today, Glenn. And when you walk in, right on the door, it says, we are sold out of holiday stamps and books of stamps. All we have is sheets. And we're still waiting for a shipment. Three people in front of me goes, yeah, can I get some holiday stamps, please? No, ma'am, we're sold out of them right now. But you sold out. This is when we want them. You know, we're waiting for a shipment. And now he was nice enough to say, can't you read the sign? It took up the whole front door. It was big enough that you would see it walking in. And so now I'm talking to the guy behind me. We're all making fun of her. And then she's, I get out. Hey, John, what's going on? Yeah, I was wondering, I need a book of stamps, and can I get some holiday stamps? And he just looks, he's like, every third person asked me for that. Can anybody read? I go, oh, I read it. I just wanted to see how you reacted to it. You know, and he goes, some days I don't want to see you. Today's one of these days. Oh, has it been too busy for you? You know, and I just teased the shit out of him. I was waiting for him to just come over the counter and punch me. You know, but yeah, they're really nice. I really like them up in Plastow. I like them. But yeah, he's been there forever. But yeah, it's overwhelming. Everyone, the other lady's on lunch. So he's stuck with the one person, and everyone has more than one package. It's a tough job for him right now, especially with no help. It's
tougher with customers like you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you want to do to a postal worker, is antagonize.
It's right. Well, guess what? I'm leaving. I'm going out. It's not me he's getting. It's the next one. It's the next one in line, or two other after that when he finally breaks down.
As for the post office, he knows where you live.
Yeah, sometimes, but the rage usually just starts right where you are, and that's where it starts. So I'm already gone before he goes on a rampage. I just wanted to be the one that clicked it up a notch. But yeah, I can't believe the people. It was a big sign, and it's just, do you have any holiday stamps? And you just saw his face like, oh. Yeah. And then one lady, she comes up. I think I asked the guy, "Hey, should we have bought stock in 3M or anything?" You know, it's her box had so much tape on it. I mean, there really wasn't any left. You would never touch the box. It was, the whole thing was all taped up. And he goes, "Well, you definitely know it's secure now." And so she puts up, "I want to mail this." He goes, "Okay." He picks it up. He's looking around for it. He goes, "It doesn't have an address label on it." "Oh, yeah." And she pulls up, "Here it is, right here." He's just like, I can see his head about to explode. "Oh yeah, here it is, right here." And the guy looks at me. He goes, Has she never seen a package in her life before?" He goes, "Well, that's got to be on the box." "Oh, well, I got my own tape too." And she starts to tape it. She starts to tape it up now. She goes, "Do you have any scissors though?" Because she didn't have she didn't have the one with the lip on it to cut it. And he goes, "Do you have any scissors so I can cut it?" And she's like, "Oh." So now he's sitting there, he's cutting it for her. Well, everyone else is waiting in line because she's inept. You know, it's but yeah, it's just funny. He goes, you got no label on this." "Oh, it's right here." Yeah, you're supposed to guess where it's going, huh? I'm sure they could all write books, and they'd probably be interesting or, you know, kind of funny. But yeah, and then I came up and I made his day.
Sure, you keep thinking that you made his day.
Well, usually I go up with I'll go up and actually have $2 bills for him, or I wait and I find except for the quarters, I find the grossest coins that I save them up, and I says, "John, I have got some good stuff for you today." And they go, "Yeah, all right, you know, it's 14.35. So, oh, look at this. Here's a 35 cent, and they are something that you were actually having disease by touching them. I go, look at these coins I got for you." Oh, and I go, "Oh, you want some $2 bills today?" Oh. And I'll pull out some $2 bills. I go, "And I got some dollar coins for you too," you know. But sometimes he holds them in the back of the register, like the other shitty coins, and I won't have exact change from him. He says, "I don't have exact change." "Oh, good, because I've got something for you now." And I've got some of the grossest things I've ever seen coming out of that post office too. So hey, it works both ways. Have fun with your local postman.
Because they're famously stable.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I mean, again, because remember, you're in charge of this week, so you decide. I heard him complaining to him about.
Don't blame that crap on me.
Yeah, I heard him calling him Tyler for telling him what to do. You know, but here he is. He's telling you what to do on the show that you filmed.
No, he was trying to grab the phone out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted the audience to see our director.
Well, I could flip the camera if I really wanted to, but I don't.
The director doesn't want to be on film. That's why they're directing.
But he's a character, just like the rest of us.
I'll never forget that story of those people that were possibly going to buy the show, and some customer came in and asked you, "Oh, is this one of the characters from your show?" And
it wasn't even the customer. It was the woman that was in charge of the show.
Yeah, but she referred to the customer as a character on the show.
One of the characters.
And it's like, no, it's a customer.
I'm just Scotty V.
Yeah, it's one of the characters. The Rock character's here, but no, this is a real person.
Yeah, we can work with them.
They're not acting.
Wait, I'm not a real person?
No, we're all just living in Glenn's little world inside his head. One of the many voices have created all of us inside his head.
Quick, fall asleep. I need the break.
That's a fucked up story then.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of voices in my head. There's a lot of messed up stories, okay? Yeah, this one just keeps continuing, though. It's continued for 32 years. Yeah.
It's time for that nightmare to end.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't end it. Because you know why? I miss Corey.
You would, huh?
Yeah. One of the better characters I've ever made up.
You can start a brand new dream with me in it.
He's like a first season character, too.
Yeah. No, I don't think Corey's a first season character. I don't think any of these guys are first season characters. I don't think he was born or How old were you in 93?
7.
7, all right. Yeah.
Oh, he's around the place.
That was like the year I started reading
Yeah,
comics.
Glenn shouldn't be dreaming about 7-year-olds.
That's Corey.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
What,
What was it called for?
What was that for? What did he do to you with that comment?
Literally nothing. This whole day,
No.
we've all been getting
I'm
along.
done with him.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch like The Office when Michael Scott tries not to say that's what she says? That's what my life is like. Trying to not say stupid shit.
I mean,
You fail miserably.
I know.
You're not trying very hard.
I know.
we've all got
But I
along
thought that you
today.
guys would have accepted me by now.
No, we do accept you, but I mean, but
I take great
Just-
exception.
but I mean, we've all got along. You haven't. Usually, me and Corey are doing something. We've done nothing. We've all gotten along together, and then you just, you just throw it at him.
Corey!
Corey did it. It's Corey.
No one is trashing anyone, but he wants someone to start trashing
I
on
don't get
somebody.
it.
Yeah,
That's how it.
You're bringing more attention onto yourself, and now we're going to start picking on you.
Right. Is that what it was? We weren't giving you enough attention. Is that what
he
it is?
felt neglected.
Yeah.
He
All-
wanted to focus
It doesn't
on
matter
him.
what attention you get, whether it's good or bad, right?
There's
It's
no such thing as bad press, right?
If he fell on top of me, that'd be a bad press.
judge him, please. Buck,
See?
Buck, please judge him. All right.
It doesn't seem to work. Other than the fact of him calling me the judge,
Yeah.
he doesn't learn anything from it.
Well, it's because he doesn't follow up on his punishments. No.
Because you would enjoy
He wants
it.
you to punish
Yeah.
him.
Okay, I'll be quiet from now on. Oh no, we don't want you to be
I'm
quiet.
gonna become boring, Tom.
Boring, Tom. Just be normal, Tom.
That is normal, Tom.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is normal, Tom.
We'll sample boring Tom for a while. We'd like to get a trial version of boring Tom.
Yeah, we haven't ragged on each other at all today. It's
good holiday vibe.
yeah. So that's all about. It's all about the holidays.
But I come here to get ragged on and rag on people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the reason I come here, to rag on people and get ragged on. For God's sakes, you people suck.
We're in a festive mood today.
No shit.
Yeah, it's a festive mood. Hey, but since you're going up, why don't you bring a box up with you? Oh no, I don't want you to die.
Sure.
I don't know. I carry 3 or 4 and I
Might
did
do his
that.
wife a favor.
Well, I can carry 3 or 4 of these up and down the stairs.
Cash in
Besides
on
my knee snap, and I'll die too. So you know, it's
insurance. Have the place to herself. Eric Poss can come over whenever he wants.
yeah, that's throwing you on the bus for no reason.
I don't know.
It's always when
What
it's
the fuck is all
on.
this shit?
That's what I
Jesus
said.
Christ.
Wow. The mouth came back real quick.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 cases of current boards, 10 cases of current bags, 5 silver and 5 silver bags. This is what I wanted to pick up a couple weeks ago because, you know, again, it didn't rain in 3 months, and the day I wanted to do it, it poured out, so we couldn't leave it out. And then last week wanted to do it, and it was a day it snowed in the morning, so I couldn't have him leave it out then. And then today when he calls, he said, "Look, I got some product for you if you want some stuff."
Some products, huh?
Well, the football product, and he says, "Do you want He goes, you still need supplies?" I go, "Yeah, I still need them." He goes, "My back's bothering me." He goes, "I don't think don't worry about it. I'll pick them up next week. I'll pick them up after Christmas." I still had boards upstairs, and he goes, "Okay," because all I was thinking I mean, what am I can't do. My Jeep is filled right now, so I couldn't just toss it in there. So they have to come in the store. It's like, I'm open. We don't want a ton of this shit while we're open. But he showed up with them, so what am I going to say? Take them back? Yeah. Yeah, this is usually what I usually rent Ross for. You know, Ross comes with me. We'll drop him off here. He brings them up to the top of the stairs. I stack them away. You doing dinner with us tomorrow?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to text Ross tonight.
All right.
Did you guys already look at the menu and pick out stuff you wanted?
I haven't yet. I'll call him tomorrow with it. But yeah, text him what you want, and then text him what you want, and I'll call him tomorrow and do it.
Listen, did a lot of thinking while I was up there. I want to apologize to my friend Corey for deflecting today. Yeah. Come on. I washed it. I washed it.
You should hug.
I don't know that for a fact. No, that's why I was drying it. So I washed it. Yeah, I'll give you a little pat there.
All right.
He does smell nice. He did wash his hands. He
Oh, yeah.
smells like the soap.
Yeah, I've got Annette bought just a refill thing for that pot. We need some more cucumber melon though.
No, we don't.
How you doing with the
we really don't.
Cashmere Woods?
They're gone.
Wait.
I mean, you said you were going to bring in some cashmere.
You want another one?
Just bring in another Cashmere Woods, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's almost empty. The Cashmere Woods was gone, so I used the other one.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, bring another Cashmere Woods. I'll have it just for you, even though it smells like...
All right.
Okay.
doesn't smell bad. It's just strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turn
it's,
the little. The
yeah,
dial
it
down a
smells.
little
It smells. Well, because some of the other ones you have to turn them up because they're not as strong. So for that one, I didn't expect to be that strong.
bit. It's the ultimate scent.
Yeah, well, it kind of smells like someone had too much body cologne.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get it turned up high, it's just powerful. Buff does not want cucumber melon. We're not going to upset Buff.
God, that stuff was disgusting.
We'll get cucumber melon. No, not for the spray.
We'll put it in a
But
stock.
back up, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find them an amazing in Action Comics 252. 252, right?
Yeah.
252. And what? But I'm gonna
Spray with cucumber
I'm gonna
melon.
spray. I'm gonna spray the thing with cucumber melon. Yeah.
Buff, if you look deep inside yourself, you may realize you like cucumber melon.
No, I don't. I can. Cashmere Woods is not bad. It was strong, but it's not the scent's fault. It was just turned up too much. But cucumber melon, that soap was horrible.
I like cucumber melon.
Yeah, I do too. Of course, it's Corey.
I love it.
And Corey has cucumber melon in his car sometimes. He used to have, did you have the
I
spray?
did before.
Yeah. I'm a cucumber melon guy. But for you, Buff, I won't put in cucumber melon.
It's fine. You can. I just won't wash my hands.
Whoa!
So I'm okay with most
And then I'll
people-
come over and I'll just wipe my hands all over your face.
I like that. I stick my tongue out.
CBP After Dark starts now.
Can we monetize After Dark? That's
This is
be
where the
different.
pay-per-view comes in. Rand, after all that thinking I did upstairs, I would like to apologize to you for everything I've ever said to you.
Did you say something bad to him today too?
Not today, but in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm onto his face. I'm
behind
on
his back?
no, to his face. Yeah, I'm on step one right now. Step one, accepting.
And apologize, accepting, but you've accepted it. But I mean, you just can't go randomly apologizing to people that you never did anything to.
No, I've said
you know?
remember the time I told him he looked like he escaped from the concentration camp after he got his head shaved?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, you did say that. I don't know if that would
And are
say
you
that on
sorry
film,
about that
but,
or not? I
but
apologize.
that's awesome. But that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
If you use this footage at all, you're just going to have to beep out everything that he said.
Don't edit that. That's gonna be awesome. Put
It's
that
after
up there.
dark.
Yeah.
Look outside.
Yeah. I mean,
Dark.
I don't think the atonement process involves reenacting your every sin.
You needed to know what I was apologizing for.
I actually didn't. I don't remember him saying anything bad about it. I do remember that. Yes. Yeah.
Was the day you got his head shaved?
Yeah. I know. I know. I remember now.
Instead of saying, "You remember what I called him when he shaved his head?" and gonna be like, "Oh yeah," no, you got to tell him exactly what he said.
No, I need to know because I probably would have remembered. I remember the concentration camp thing that was said. So yeah, I remember that now.
Because all he needs is a pair of striped pajamas and we'd be all set.
And yet he's apologizing for everything he's repeating.
By the way, sing. Please accept my apology, Ray.
I'm not sure you quite know how this is supposed to work.
After you
Yeah, I don't think- I don't
apologize,
think
you're not supposed to do it again.
All right, I better go back upstairs.
Yeah, you need to rethink this again.
Drink some more toilet water, see what comes to me.
I'll wash my hands again with the cucumber melon, see what comes out.
Oh God.
Scotty, I never say anything about you because I'm afraid. As you should be. Yes.
Yeah, I'm afraid of Scotty too, but I'm okay. I'm okay because I know Scotty's got my back now. So, someone you need to.
Yeah, I could have said something there, but new Tom's not gonna say that.
If you're that little guy, like it could be you, Corey, going, yeah, I'll get you. You just hide behind Scotty. And Scotty just take him down. You know, it's Scotty's that guy. Yeah, V's the muscle.
5. Scotty 5 is alive.
No, it's V.
He killed Scotty 4. Hasn't come across Scotty 6 yet.
Yeah,
And Scotty 7
someone
may
asked
be a
if I-
challenge for him.
Someone asked if I met Scotty 6 yet. I said no.
Scotty 5 is alive.
Scotty 4 is no longer with us. Thanks to Scotty 5.
He's not Scotty 5. It's Scotty V.
No,
That's
Scotty.
the, but that's the joke,
Roman-
though.
No, I don't like that.
Five.
Ram is a 5.
No, we don't care about him.
No, we don't care about him. Yeah.
That's why he's 5, because we don't care.
Hey, Donnie Cates supposed to be going to the Little Giant show this year.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think I may have to. I think I may have to go.
We going?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to meet Donnie Cates, but I'll go.
I think I may have to go.
I got to see what I need to buy this year. I got to figure out a ridiculously expensive book I need to buy this year.
Well, I want to go, and I'm actually bringing a hammer. I'm gonna have him autograph a hammer. And then I already asked, would that be okay? If I've already asked Jason, I said, would that be okay? He goes, I'm not gonna kick you out for it.
You should bring
So it's
bring that towards him you have at home and just drop it on the table. Sign this, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, can you recommend me a good hammer? Could you sign this? Maybe we'll get the crew. Maybe we'll get Anthony to come out there and we'll film it. We'll film an episode
then
of
after he
the
signs
Comic Book
it-
Palace at the show while we're meeting Donnie Cates.
After he signed it, just hit him in the head with it. And no more Donny Gates. No more bad writing.
Well, he has bad writing. He hasn't written in 2 or 3 years now.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, he was irrelevant. He was irrelevant when he trashed on me a year ago, and he's even less irrelevant now, or be more irrelevant.
Do we have to put a
was
disclaimer
more
for that?
More relevant.
You're not
Less
really
relevant.
threatening Donny
Less
Cates.
relevant, yes. Yeah, less
Put that
relevant.
disclaimer out there. We're not going to hit him with a hammer
No.
that I know of, but he's safe. He can come to the Little Giant show.
Yeah, right. He's safe. We're not going to hurt him.
The funny part would be if he actually knew what the hell you were talking about when you asked him to sign a hammer instead of him being like, "What the fuck?"
So remember me?
He's like, "No."
Good.
Good time.
But he's right behind me, having like fist of justice signed. You know?
He says, "Yeah, I remember you say, speak to Scotty."
Yeah. Speak to him. Yeah, I was trying to get him and who did he used to work with? Stegman, I think.
I like Ryan Stegman.
Yeah, but then I think Stegman said no. So
Smart
and
guy.
I tried to get away from him too.
What's the? I believe it's an artist he usually brings. I forget his name right now.
Janenko.
Stranko?
Yeah, he's not going to be there this year.
No.
No, I think he's done.
Yeah.
I think he retired. Oh, I don't know if he retired, but I don't think I think he said he wasn't going to be there this year.
I think last year. I forget his first name. Bagwell was it? The one that was writing Amazing Spider-Man.
Buff
Bagley.
Buff
Sorry.
Bagwell?
Yeah, Buff
I don't know why I said.
Bagwell wasn't there.
I don't know
no.
why I said
Buff Bagwell's
Bagwell.
line
But
would be
Bagley
yeah.
was there, I guess.
Marcus Bagley.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell?
Yeah.
He's the stuff.
But we got a new Buff that's the stuff, okay?
That buff.
Yeah, that Buff is the stuff. Not Buff Bagwell. That Buff is the stuff.
He's had enough.
You can look at his face. You can already tell he's had enough.
That is true.
I get his cues.
I'm going to kill you all.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I,
it's the eyebrow. A little
yeah.
bit,
And sometimes I actually, all right, that's cue. That's back. Sometimes I ignore it, you know. But then there's another cue after that. That's where I stop.
Right now I'm thinking, if I could kill you all in your sleep, I would.
It'd be no fun if they were sleeping.
Wait till you wake them up right before you pull the friggin' bag over their head and tie it.
Yeah, be careful.
That's
During the live stream when they were asking who your favorite or the villain that you most identified with, I said any of the ones that live in the cul-de-sac and where monsters lie.
Oh yeah.
I'd be even more worried because Rand said the bear from beneath the trees where no one sees.
Hey, you know something though? But Rand was always
Something you wanna
Rand
tell
was
us,
always
Rand?
the quiet one.
Yeah.
He was always the quiet one.
That's why you need to worry.
Yeah, it could be Rand.
Rand wants to fill up those paint buckets.
When the neighbor
need to
kills
hook
his family,
We
when the
need
neighbor
to-
kills
we
his
need to
family, they never say, "Oh, he was really noisy.
Yeah.
He's a real prick." It's always, "Oh, he was such a quiet man."
It's always the quiet ones.
So what's that mean? I'm not gonna go
No,
on
you're
a
an
rampage?
asshole. You're not killing anybody.
You're too loud and flamboyant and
Obnoxious.
rambunctious, and that's it right there.
I can just go on a rampage though.
Not really, no.
No.
Verbal rampage, yeah.
Okay.
Volume rampage.
You'll see. You'll see.
definitely.
You'll see.
Actually, he's not going to
Okay.
on the rampage. Guys, Scott on the rampage.
Yeah. Right. Scott's my guy.
And like Scott said earlier, based on what? Why you put him in this position where he's like a killer, and he's like based on what exactly?
Because we just know he's
His
badass.
reputation precedes him.
Right. We just know he's badass.
He's a gentle giant.
Right.
Scott.
Exactly.
Gentle.
Yeah, but you
missed
but,
the gentle
yeah,
part.
No.
Well,
but
actually,
when
I
you
think-
rile up that gentle giant,
He is a product of drinking water with dead bodies floating.
Yeah,
Actually, when you say that, the gentle down that picture, I'm going to picture Scotty as I'm going to love him and hug him and kiss him and squeeze him and call him George. That one. Just kidding. Don't kill me. I got to go rethink myself.
The one's gonna get me all wound up and angry, and then send me on my way.
yeah, and that's when he goes on the rampage.
It's like, Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Mr. V, yeah, don't make Mr. V angry.
That was that got preempted by the Star Wars Christmas special.
The Hulk? That episode?
Well, it was every episode.
That's right, it's the beginning of the
But,
episode.
um,
I can tell you how every episode ends, though.
I said I downloaded a better copy.
Yeah.
The better copy I downloaded actually had.
Like tonight's Incredible Hulk episode will not be
Yeah,
seen
it was
tonight.
Incredible Hulk and what was after it?
Dukes of Hazzard?
I don't want to. I don't know.
No, Wonder Woman was off the air by that time.
I don't remember
It was
what
like
it was, but it was. But yeah, the copy I gotten had they're being preempted, and then at the end of it, it said we'll return next week.
But you know something? Unfortunately, though, that Star Wars thing got better ratings than the Hulk. No one knew it was going to suck when they first watched it. So yeah, that probably got better ratings.
Everybody was all excited about
Yeah,
it.
They like the
ABC,
movie,
right?
so they go and say, "Yeah, we're gonna watch this," and then it was so bad, everybody's like, "What?"
that was probably the #1 rated show on television that week, that month, maybe that year.
Worst reviewed
Yeah,
after that.
yeah. And then after it was done, it was just like, this is the worst thing that's ever hit the airwaves.
From all the idiots down here at the CVP, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Christmas to all. Have a good year.
Can I hit record?
No,
That was one take.
that was yeah. It was a one take. Remember? So I'm done.
Thanks, Buff. Tommy, want to say Merry Christmas?
Hi, Merry Christmas, everyone. From Corey's friend.
That was gay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Tom Duggan.
Glenn.
Yeah. As the king of all the idiots down here, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Zilla Zilla.